Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So in month of May, we had a wonderful practice of royalty, purity, spirituality. So many good topics and homework. I'm sure everyone had a wonderful experience. And now from today, we'll be starting our new homework, which is become introverted and practice the soul conscious stage. So it's a wonderful topic for month of June, and month of June is Mama's month, right? So we'll be also listening to Mama's Murli as well. And so today we'll start with the topic first, day 1. But before I start with this, I would like to let you all know that today we have something very special happening after the series. It's the surprise program, so please stay back with us. I know it's a big family, have connected live, so please be with us until the end. So today's day 1, practice being in the stage of soul consciousness, become introverted. The topic for the day 1, experience God's love. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi, but Avek Deshare. In order to experience God's love, increase the practice of being introverted, detached from your body, and remain stable in the soul conscious stage. Constantly stay in the cave of introversion, and you will continue to go beyond the atmosphere of this old world. You will not be affected by the atmosphere. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Is everyone okay? Yes? Happy? Very happy? Very good. I was sharing, and I know most of you heard, you have translation, but it was really powerful meditation. It was very good. Within a second, I came and Baba's like rays of light and my very full intellect in such a way, not a single thought was there, and bodiless stage, many good experiences. I think in Brahmin life, what is important to have these experiences. And these experiences sustain us so much. Whatever you do for sustenance is good. We plan programs, we ask people what you need, but what Baba gives us is the real sustenance, because it's really like the soul is completely merged into Baba's light, Baba's love, Baba's power. But also, Dadi Gulzar shared an entertaining story about this old lady. They say, Dadi said it's Buddhu Mata or something. And quality of worshipping, quality of what bhog is being offered depends on what our stage is at confluence age. And that is why even when we have to offer bhog to Baba, we keep that quality, we were, Dadi Janki, she used to love to go to new countries. So we were in Miami or somewhere, and we were invited to go to Guatemala. Yeah, Anne is here, right? So, some or other, we didn't know Spanish, right? Myself and Dadi, we were there. So at immigration, they took long time. And one of the officer wanted my badge, a teacher's badge. I said, I can give you, try to carry something, a key ring or pen or little badge, because some people, even in the flight, one lady came to me, one air hostess. I got this badge in Bombay for so many years, very old. Can you change my badge? So it's like we give something. I said, no, I can't give this badge, but you can take this. Anyway, they kept us there a long time. There was a big public program. We couldn't make it. But still we went, in the end, we shared Toli blessing. So I don't know how many of you have seen Guatemala Center. They have a very big hall which they had built before. And then, of course, Sister Anne has many sisters. It's a big family. And they have business in pharmacy. So everyone had a big house. And then the center comes. There are 6 houses. And they belong to their family. And so Dadi Dadi asked them to announce in the public, come there tomorrow morning. It was Thursday morning. So in the morning, Dadi has this nature, no? In Pandabhavan, you must have seen Dadi going to kitchen, what bhog is being made. So Dadi went to their kitchen. And they have quite a big kitchen also. So there was this much bhog, big pots, salty and sweet. And so Dadi said, how many are you expecting? Yes, we don't know because there is no one. And in the morning, 35 came for bhog. So is it bhog brought them or they came for bhog? So Dadi was so happy that because they generously made so much bhog. So, and sometimes we make bhog and people come whole day. We try to share little bhog with them. They are very happy. Sometimes many can't come Thursdays. So we offer bhog on Sunday also, every Sunday, so that everyone has something from Baba's Bhandara on Sunday, if not on Thursday. This is how some traditions began. So quality of worshipping, quality of offering bhog depends on our state. In the end, she said very beautifully, you will be king, queen, but royal family also is equivalent to king and queen. Every member of royal family. So don't think there will be only king and queen. Yes, there are fixed number or fixed status, but you can be royal family. So that beautiful thought that he has given us, that at least come in the royal family. Anyway, the homework for this 24 hours is experience God's love. Receiving from Baba, no? In order to experience God's love, increase the practice of being introverted. This whole month is introversion, practice of soul consciousness. Detach from your body and remain stable. Detach from your body and remain stable in soul conscious stage. Constantly stay in the cave of introversion. And you will continue to go beyond the atmosphere of this old world. Lot of things are happening all over the world, every country, their laws, their leadership, lot of things. So there is general atmosphere. This is difficult, that's difficult, that's difficult. Even there are many souls who come from Canada to USA. Before was easy, now they say the atmosphere is. But when people came, I think there was no problem. No one was stopped. Nobody, even some were saying though that didn't even ask anything. And so I think sometimes we hear so much. It's good to know. It's good to be alert. but not have influence of the atmosphere. Whatever is happening in the world is Baba. I'm doing for Baba. I'm Baba's instrument. And, so that kind of any influence either of a person or of the world, you will not be affected by the atmosphere. Because if we carry a thought, when we came to Peace Village, even now, there are certain times we have bears, no? BEAR. So there is a family, let's say. So husband, wife, children, 5 of them will walk together, and we know mostly they come if there is food in our dumpster outside. So we are very careful, close it and not leave food in open, anything. So they say that when you see them, right, there is fear. So you start running. So they also have fear of you. So they also start running after you. Because it's the fear, reaction of fear to fear. So what they taught us that just be quiet, walk with them. Just walk with them. Because the energy, vibrations which you creating is affecting them. And then their fear is affecting us. But they say you are the one first, who create that kind of. So any one thing which we know, lot of situations can happen. We have to remain safe. It's not much time, but I was in, again it's Guatemala. So when I was there is El Salvador, right? Where Balbi is. So they were coming and we had bhatti and silence. So very kind of unsafe. So they reached to certain point, then a van start following them. And so that means they are one who can stop them, kidnap, loot, whatever. So they were trying to call us, because one of the brother in Guatemala has security firm. That means he can send whatever. So they were trying to call that we are in trouble and we need help. Now, there are one thing we turn off, right? The telephone in Bhatti, which is necessary. And some were hearing little buzz. So there was this question, should I answer the phone, means it's buzzing, or I shouldn't? So all of us kept to our principle, we shouldn't, right? And they are calling, they are in trouble. Anyway, finally, some or other, they contacted that brother, and security was sent to bring them. And they reached there, and they were telling their story that how these people followed, then we went in a house, and then we were trying to see if we can be escorted, and we could reach. So there was this whole big question of, should I answer phone or not? We had really good discussion on that. So sometimes it is situation with people, it could be anyone. And how, if we are in yoga, we have connection with Baba. And if there is proper connection, you will get signal from Baba that, pick a phone or something like that. So how important it is to remain connected with Baba, to catch the signal, the need of the time, so that many situations, Baba has guaranteed that Baba's honest children will get dal roti until end. Dal roti or may not be butter and bread, but dal roti or rice and dal or whatever. No, that's Baba's guarantee. But also our honesty, so when I came to foreign country, Baba said, leave your intellect as line of phone, so that when it rings, you will know that it's Baba. So don't keep your intellect very engaged. Came to New York, big city, we didn't know much. I had lived here 3-4 months before, but I just remember Baba had said that keep your line of intellect, that is your telephone free, so that when Baba calls, you will know. So there were many things we were getting, like invitations from places, should we go or not? And I remember this is what Baba had said. It's good to have plan, good to have things of service, but remember, there are signals from Baba. It's Baba's task to remain safe from not getting involved with the wrong parties or wrong organization. There are so many things which could happen. So receiving from Baba needs plain intellect, no Baba says. Plain intellect's planning will also be very good. But if you are too much planning, intellect is not plain, then it doesn't work for a long time, right? So receive love of Baba, introversion and soul consciousness. So introvertedness will help us to catch the signals of Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So before we start chit-chat, I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow is Sunday. And of course tonight we will be having something surprise. But tomorrow is also a big day and very special day, because Mohini Didi will be with us and will be offering book to Baba and also listening to Baba's book message. And also,
do we want to offer book to Baba?
Yes.
I thought we did Thursday evening.
Yes, anyone who would like to offer book on your behalf, you can send your name also. Of course, in general, everyone, but still, some would like to do special ones. And so tomorrow after Bhog message, there will be a special program. So we would like to invite everyone on Zoom, Avyakti Parivar, whole region. Everyone is invited. So please be with us tomorrow. It will be very special. Now I invite our special angel, Saturday angel, come. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi. So nice to be sitting so close, very, very lovely. And of course we have in front of us an amazing bouquet of living flowers. But as you know me, I can't resist going around, going into Baba's garden and bringing a beautiful little bouquet for you. So on behalf of the whole Avyakti Parivar, the family, my pleasure to give you flowers.
Generally, he has jasmine from his plants in the apartment. Beautiful, beautiful jasmine in apartment in Montreal, and he brings one. Every Saturday he is with us for chit-chat, and in Nepal they used to call him Avyakti Parivar brother, right? There are some who had been always available, connected. So Eric is one of them, and so he chose flowers from outside.
From Baba's garden. I went to ask everywhere if they found some jasmine, but there was no jasmine
around.
No,
we don't have jasmine here.
But this is beautiful from Baba's
thank
home.
you. Huh?
And I will try to...
There is Jasmine's sister. She said Jasmine's sister is here.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to say, I'll also pay respect to the translators and try not to speak too fast and contain my excitement. But it's really, much as we enjoy Zoom, and its beautiful technology, I'm really happy to experience what you were sharing, the power of Baba's presence. And as soon as you came, it felt like, such a powerful energy for half an hour, and I couldn't believe the traffic control song came. And, I'm really experiencing being near physically, I'm really happy to be here. I enjoy Zoom, but this is much better. And I'm experiencing and want to share with those in Zoom as well, because here you can experience it. But when we go to see Baba on stage, we always enjoy the energy around Baba. And you feel that when you get close, you're entering a special space. So I don't know what's your magic or what's your perfume or something, but there is something around you which is very, very tangible. And to be sitting so close really is beautiful, and I feel that energy, so it's beautiful being here. And I'm very happy with the topic because it connects with the topic of the retreat. But also a thought I've been having for a long time now about making soul consciousness natural, but also consistent. And I was wondering if you would make a difference or see a little difference between being soul conscious and being in soul consciousness. Because I'm thinking about how we became body conscious. And as if we were told to become body conscious, like reminding ourselves, every day in the mirror I look at myself and I say, oh yeah, I'm body, okay. We are told the name, the age. Sometimes we have Canadian Day, so we feel very Canadian. We have our religion. So we're aware of ourselves as, body conscious, as a body. But Baba says body consciousness became natural. And so most of the day we don't think I'm a body or I'm Canadian or whatever. So I was wondering, on the basis of your experience, do you also feel that sometimes you don't have to remind yourself about being a soul, but you're naturally soul conscious? And how would you see the distinction between making effort to be aware of being a soul, so being soul conscious, versus being in soul consciousness where you don't have to remind yourself? Is it working like this? Or?
It is.
I hope you say yes.
There are two
otherwise,
things. One is our thoughts, and other is our nature. As we say, making natural, that is our nature. So, as I think yesterday or day before, I mentioned that I practice a lot through the quality, virtue of soul consciousness, in the sense of, as I mentioned, that eternal qualities. So I keep in the sense of like love and peace and happiness, power, that how long I stay in that. And as I said, that it's like 1 week, 1 month, I had been peaceful, I didn't get upset, disturbed. There could be always something which can make you like not in your peaceful state of mind. But I pay a lot of attention on, of course, one is loving but peaceful, but also powerful. And so I observe soul consciousness more into that what virtue, what is my state of mind. Even whatever, so much whole day, we get calls from India, whatever, like so many situations. No, of course, whatever little is here, but lot is in the big family. But I just maintain the quality, I have to listen to everyone, but listen peacefully, lovingly. A lot of remedies, a lot of solutions, a lot of answers. Even just now generally we reply by phone, but looking at that, am I at least in one of these quality, that means my nature. Now my thoughts are connected with my eternal virtues, but my nature also changes should be visible, in the sense of that, like before, as I always had been underlining that don't react, we react a lot. We have to respond in a way that there is no, kind of, then again reaction happen, and never ends that karmic account, because you are again behaving same way. Your answers are same. And also a lot of attention on that if I am in soul consciousness, using virtues, which Baba says to receive blessings and give blessings are important. I pay a lot of attention, because any soul they feel sorrow because of my attitude or response, all these will come in my way. The bad wish, not bad wishes, the sorrow which is caused to someone, doesn't end there, because the vibrations will affect your efforts, will create obstacles in your spiritual life. So sometimes there are some souls, they want nice responses, but we are so stubborn into our own ways. So it's body consciousness, right?
But if I may say, how is this different? Paying attention to those qualities of peacefulness, lovefulness. I was reading, when the Pope, after the Pope Francis left the body, there were quite a lot of little videos. And some of them were so nice, the way he was expressing. In one of them, he was expressing the art of listening. And he said, you have to listen to people. One, he was expressing how you should love people. So how is paying attention to our values or virtues, how do you know that there is soul consciousness at the same time? Because religious people also are really trying to express those same values.
Yeah, at this point, I want to mention something about you.
Oh. That's when the interview becomes a little bit...
We had, Canada is next door to USA. So I got started in Canada. In 1974, I went to Canada, and I was in Halifax, then I was in Toronto, but they invited me to go to all the states for talks in the university. So, I got started, so I had to keep sustaining. And some or other, we tried one NCO, other things didn't work the way we wanted. But then some other turn came that Brother Eric will be NCO. And so I used to attend their situation. So first thing he told them that, you talk to me, you don't have to go to Sister Mohini for every little thing. It was quite a lot for each center, each instrument. But also wherever there were conflict or little bit division, first thing he started is going to them, talk with love, try to make them feel. And such a unity with love had been created. And I always really admire that if as a NCO, the way he dealt with everyone with a lot of love, which made them, and they became like really very, very close, and now they have very good relationship in all the instruments, all the centers. And that's why when he was sharing about love, doing things lovingly, and now his question is, it that in soul consciousness, or is it our nature? Both things. So I feel that we have to combine it, like humility and, forgiveness, or Baba had been saying, first you forgive, then you say something what you have to say. You're not punishing, we shouldn't punish anyone, thinking that, no, you have to go through that. But you going through also with that person, right? It's not only one person. So I pay a lot of attention on that. Receiving blessings are important. I don't want any soul to feel that they were not responded, they were not provided, or they were not, someone to come more close. And so a lot of attention. And I think soul consciousness is not just an abstract thing, It's in a practical, like in body consciousness. There is ego, there is anger. Soul consciousness should also visibly be expressed in our thoughts, in our nature, in our speaking. That's real soul consciousness, isn't it? And I pay a lot of attention on our thoughts is important, but our interaction with others also. So those qualities are, compassion, sympathy, whatever is required. We need to use these qualities. And that is where your degree is, 16 celestial purity, all virtuous. So all virtuous is soul consciousness. So we pay attention to that.
And I think it's going to be really fascinating that we have the whole month, to go into the depth of that. So we'll come back to it. But before we start having a little cheerful moment, just a practical test. I was wondering if you can describe what will be your thought in a natural, stable, constant, soul-conscious state. Let's say, for example, one day, I don't know, Brother Ken maybe, he had a great experience, I don't know, revelation, something, and he decided to color his hair, green and blue. Yeah, so it looks more young, more appealing to young. Maybe putting some tattoos of Shankar and Mahabharata, maybe a little ring, on his nose. Because he may have a great experience, in trance or something. And imagine Ken will be coming in front of you, with this new look. It could be quite interesting, And so what will be your thought as a natural soul-conscious person? One, I give you a few options and you tell me which one is better. First thought would you have, let's say, oh, Baba, I'm so glad you put sisters in front. Would that be an option? Or would a second thought be, what's wrong with brothers, really? He should have tried at least black hair, would be, or blonde or something, white, blue, and that's second option. Third option will be, I don't see anything. I see the soul, he's totally fine. We are a big family. We're really a big family. And number 4, you tell us what could be number 4.
No, at this time, according to what internally my stage is, I will just look at the soul and share drishti and smile. And then I might say, oh, look, you look so beautiful, you look so nice.
So Ken by tomorrow morning. Should we try that? What I'm suggesting is impossible. That's why I'm taking such an example.
Yeah, it's like, because anything you see which is not normal, I would just be in soul consciousness, looking at the soul, giving a very lovely drishti in soul consciousness. See, this helps us both ways. If somebody is doing something wrong, this soul conscious drishti will bring realization. You don't have to say. So, I have done this before too. Somebody had made really big mistake, and that person didn't know that I know about it. So he came to see me. I gave lovely drishti, shared drishti. And then when he went outside, Sister Mohini knows about that. Oh, I didn't feel through drishti. And that was revival of spiritual life for that person. So our soul consciousness, we want people to don't feel guilty. It happened. Baba is with you. Baba will help you. See, what is our service? Is to give life, is to give renewal of life, on journey. Many things people, little mistakes make here, there. But if you always have that vision, oh, you did this, you are like that, it's not soul consciousness. And I remember that I tried to tell them, forget about it. It's all right, no, move forward. And I learned this from Dadi Prakashmani. One person really made some serious mistakes. And Dadi said to me, she called me, I am giving a lot of love to this soul, extra, so that this soul doesn't distance himself from me and not go back to hell, in the sense of stop spiritual journey. And I learned from Dadi that even if someone has made mistake, give so much love, that realization and onward journey, they continue instead of feel guilty. So Dadi said, I want this soul to remain close to me, so that he can keep receiving that love. So I think this is what soul consciousness is about, that you're looking at the well-being of the soul. We are organization, we have rules, regulation, but that also we have to do it with love, no?
I also remember one day you had to meet someone in a very specific condition, and we were concerned, and Daddy Janki also told us at the time, make sure when you meet the soul that you don't even have a vibration associated with the memory of what that soul did. And I thought, wow, don't even have the vibration associated with the memory of what that soul did. So not even to think of what the soul did. I know we don't have time because we want to really, really enjoy something new, but many, many questions for you to finish. I thought recently that, sometimes if I say to myself, oh, I'm not constantly soul conscious, or I'm not as soul conscious as I should be, keeping those thoughts might increase my inconsistency. So would it be a good idea to start thinking, for example, without ego, but saying, no, I'm always soul conscious. I'm constantly soul conscious. Or should it be slightly different? Or is it okay to have that kind of affirmation so it becomes a reality?
Sometimes it does happen, like a few days ago we had US meeting and it was 10:30. I'm sitting here like since 7. So two souls came and they wanted to talk about money, building, finances. I said it's 10:30. I won't be able to concentrate. But they were so insistent that I must hear it because we have come all the way, this. I said, but my energy is not there for that kind of, so tomorrow morning I can do. But they were like that. So I was little bit not very happy with that. Not said anything, but little bit on, not showing that interest at 10:30 night. I have to deal with that. And I knew this little stress which comes sometimes. People are really have to do. But if there is no body energy, you had been doing 3.5 hours. Every night I come 7, I don't leave stage until 10:30. Because I have 1 minute. No, you have to then see the power of soul consciousness. So then I realized that so definitely I kind of next day told those who were, I have people, they will look into finance and all that. And then they tell me, what exactly it is, because I don't go into details of everything. It's too much not to do. So sometimes you feel that some kind of stress or pressure comes, then little bit response is not as it should be. It affects people, but I always tell them that whatever one can do best, one does, but sometimes you feel that your physical energy or your concentration, especially deciding on material things, is up to certain limit. So I become aware immediately that I should have been better, or I should have been. So then one thing I have habit of not to worry, feel guilty, I immediately send a lot of good wishes to the soul. So they recover from what they couldn't get from me. And when they recover, then we again kind of have conversation, because I believe that good relationships are very important. Because if relationships are not good, service also will be limited. And so one time with Dadi Janki in London in 74, I was there. So there's Didi, we were Dr. Nimla, we all were there. What is important, service or relationship? She said if relationships are good, service will happen. But if relationships are not good, service will not be there. And I keep that in my mind. It's all right, whether it's money, students, all that. Just keep good relationships. Very, very important. And I think soul consciousness really does all that, no?
So we'll have a very wonderful opportunity to demonstrate it. And that's when, so thank you very much for the chit chat.